I be on the next only got fresh to death. Just call the coroner. I'm a native champ, you just a foreigner. Is that all you got? Come on, you boring us. Hey, looking for the champ, we on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, moving to our next match at East versus West. Brought to you by ESN in association with the Beard Struggle. And we are staying in the men's light heavyweight division for two incredible pullers to collide head to head on the right arm. First of all, I'd like you to welcome this man back to East versus West. He hails from and is representing Latvia and is a multiple Latvian national, EAF European and WAF champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the MF chef, Panzer SANDRİS.
Welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most technical, most balanced, one of the most beautiful silhouettes at the table you can ask for. Hailing from the country of Latvia, a wealth of arm wrestling experience at his helm. Ladies and gentlemen, SANDRİS, super ready to do battle. One of my favorite athletes here at East vs. West, definitely capable of absolutely great things. SANDRİS, a true athlete here and representing this class at a super high level.
And making his return to East versus West, his opponent is a violent and aggressive man at the arm wrestling table. Raise it up and rip up the roof for IBRAGIM SAGOV!
Let's just put it out there. If you choose to rock the beard with no mustache, you are different. Ladies and gentlemen, IBRAGIM SAGOV entering the arena, and my goodness, we talked about it earlier. If you wanted to paint a picture of pure aggression, an absolute mean looking dude with a name like IBRAGIM. Are you kidding me? My goodness, what an absolute. We are on the train tracks, ladies and gentlemen. These trains are headed to each other. I know that SANDRİS is ready. I know he possesses angles, leverage, all of that stuff, but don't forget, sometimes the stronger, more aggressive man wins the match. So excited to get this thing started. First and foremost, even now, once SANDRİS sets into that table, you can see the head size. IBRAGIM, definitely the real deal. Look at how the center of the table is being challenged here. Ladies and gentlemen, SANDRİS, do not get it twisted. We are talking about a technically sound arm wrestler, someone that has experience in the big stage, experience with the best arm wrestlers in the world. This will be a huge task for IBRAGIM SAGOV.
SAGOV, you can see, Trav, the size of the frame. Talking about a man in SANDRİS that's 6 feet 5 inches tall, and yet when these guys grip up, you'll notice the size of the frame on SAGOV. He's got massive wrists, massive hands, that long forearm. He does not look in any way outsized.
I do note the posture, though. The posture, all the weight on the right foot, leaning forward. You see the tall SANDRİS under the table. Look at the center being dominated by IBRAGIM.
Really shutting that down. And I'm going to say, Travis, I think it's an unusual choice for SANDRİS to go front and at the right-hand side of the pad. The reason why is because it really allows Ibrahim to jump on top of that arm with the shoulder. And unless SANDRİS is extremely quick out of the blocks, he's going to have a lot of side pressure to deal with there. He needs to try and get Ibrahim outside that shoulder as early as possible. I know the plan for TSHIRT is to expose that hand and wrist, to utilize the top roll. But SAGOV's so explosive, do not blink. And away we go, look at that hit there. SAGOV dives on with the shoulder and super tight. And it is the pin for Ibrahim SAGOV. What a start.
And you mentioned it too, the starting on the right side of the table, maybe a little turned in, you can get away with here. Maybe we'll see now. We know the wealth of knowledge that SANDRİS has in his corner here. We'll see if you're the only one stressing there. Also, it was clear to me that SANDRİS did not want to fight that in the hook. We know that when he decides to, he can be different. He can set up a little bit, but maybe wants to get that angle straightened up just a little bit. I'm with you. You can do it by inverting your hand a little bit, or you can do it the classical way, taking that elbow, sliding it up to that left-hand corner, making the referee turn him, because that was pretty dominant. Then you saw how comfortable, once he set it, he was able to let SANDRİS resist. That would really cinch it in, and then a big surge. IBRAGIM, very, very interesting first round, dominating fashion. Let's see if SANDRİS can do something to slow this down.
Ibrahim, one of those guys that's just naturally powerful. This guy looks like a real throwback. Looks like he's just crawled out of a cave. He's such a powerfully built athlete. And SANDRİS, more professional, more polished in his approach. He's moved the elbow now a little bit over to the left. Sort of halfway house, gone around the middle.
And I've been there too. Sometimes that corner's a little too close in the kitchen here. You'd like to start a little bit in the middle. The most important part is he has chosen to take in the left side of the pad. Now, the problem with this, if this thing gets turned in now, we're super in there. You see a little bit of SANDRİS testing there, seeing if the angle has the ability. Once you jam up into that left side, more of the hand gets exposed around your hand, a little harder to take the hand. You got to pick one or the other. Do you block the inside power, or do you set up and try to go around the athlete? We can see SANDRİS testing to see if he can still top roll from being on that left side. My goodness.
SANDRİS carved a lot more round now, though. Didn't contest it in the hook the first time, but certainly is doing this time. Talking about the shoulder contact, and that was really smart from SANDRİS. But look how tight Ibrahim SAGOV gets at that stage. Really tight, really deep. And SANDRİS TSHIRT is palm up and underneath. And
there is some hope here, Neil. There is some hope for SANDRİS here. Even though you see him go down, this is 2 times that we've seen SANDRİS attempt to outside hit and then realize that we're in this hook match. In my opinion, this round 3, we're going to see SANDRİS attack the hook as well. Still may not be the best decision to make when it comes to winning, but to me, it's the only decision that can be made.
You know what I'd do, Travis? To be honest, if I was in TSHIRT's shoes right now, I would. You noticed on the first setup of that second round, he started to look like he was going for the low hand. Pistol gripped him, punched that wrist out a little bit, and that might not be a bad strategy for SANDRİS if he goes all the way left with the elbow, a little bit of pistol grip, but don't use it to try and top roll. It's pretty evident at this stage there is a speed disparity, there's an explosivity disparity on display here, and he could use that just to get him into a better position on the high hook so that he's not palm up. At the moment he's landing underneath SAGOV every time, and that is not a good place to be.
And to be honest with you, SANDRİS knows right now, is this guy's hook too strong even if I commit to a hook? If that answer is he is, then I'm with you. I'm dropping that hand. I'm masking it from here on out, digging that palm in there and running from this guy as much as I can. However, if I think that if I muscle up, I may have something for this guy inside, I just can't make it such a deficit by me trying to pull him outside. I'm SANDRİS's coach. I'm telling him that I have the confidence that he can 100% dig inside, stop the match, and turn this into an absolute war. Inside, if I'm SANDRİS, I'm finding out if this guy can beat me in a hook when I know that's the only place we can go.
One of the realities of arm wrestling is that if you set for the hook, if you look to set the hook early in the match, you will have a solid level of strength. However, if you look for the top roll and you put into the hook, it is a very different story. And I feel like at this stage, we've not seen SANDRİS commit to the hook. He's been looking for the top roll and has been put into the hook. That is not good. He needs to be on the A side. He needs to get SAGOV outside that shoulder. Here we go. Do not blink, ladies and gentlemen. SAGOV in blue. SEDIS in red. ESN sponsor East versus WEST12 in association with Gold Star Coffee and the Beard Struggle. Ready. Here we go. Once again, SEDIS dives in there, but a lot better position than he's been in the previous 2 rounds.
No doubt about it, Neil. He may lose here, but he can leave knowing that we all wanted this to happen right here, and he looks to me like he's still got a chance. The shoulder's so close to the hand. If I'm SANDRİS, maybe push into that a little bit. There's got to be a call there. That's how you can get out of this, SANDRİS. Dig! And there's the attack! Ladies and gentlemen, that's 15 seconds of a match that we all thought was about to go 3-2. This is what arm wrestling is all about. Just like Mike Tyson said, everyone has this grand plan on taking the hand, showing off your technique. Once you get punched in the mouth, which is what happened to SANDRİS here today, the first 2 rounds, it was to find out, can I top roll the guy? Can I block the side pressure angle from the guy? The first 2 answers were no. The third question that we had, SANDRİS, what if you stand up tall? What if you attack him with the same ferocity inside? And my goodness, a 15 seconds of absolute glory there. Never could you get swept and someone be as proud to represent themselves as SANDRİS. What an absolute great outing for both of these young men, but make no mistake about it, in this class, IBRAGIM is the real deal. Coach Ray will be with the champ here. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm here with the winner, IBRAGIM. SAGOV, one more time. What a crazy last round. How do you feel? Как ты себя чувствуешь сейчас?
Я устал, но я счастлив. Честно говоря, не ожидал, что SANDRİS такой сильный. Думал, если зайду в свое движение, я его сразу задавлю. Но оказалось очень сильный. Ему большое уважение. И хотелось передать привет, да, своей республике Ингушетии. Ассаламу алейкум. Кавказ, Кавказ. Аллаху акбар. Еще хотел бы попросить у Энгина. Энги, чисто моя просьба. Тебе большое уважение. Я тебя очень сильно люблю, уважаю, ценю все то, что ты делаешь. Хотелось бы у тебя попросить, чтобы следующий из тест ты пригласил бы моего друга Баркинхоева Адама. Могу за него вручиться, он показывает очень зрелищные поединки. Thank you. Аллаху акбар.
Окей, да. Не отходи от меня. I'll try to translate all of that. First, he wants to send a hi to everyone at home. Second is, he's tired, he's happy. He didn't expect SANDRİS to be so strong. He thought, if I get on my best move on inside, there's no chance he can beat it. Still excited. Then he asked Engin Terzi to invite his friend. Adam Barkinhoyam. He said he will show some great matches as well, and he said much love to Engin and all the respect in the world. Great performance, спасибо тебе. Thank you.
Thank you very much.